Hello, everybody. Hello, my dear good people of Nigeria and Africa, and maybe the entire world. I greet you all again today, and I bring you all glad tidings. My people, my name remains Ben, aka Benny Hill Davis. My people, today we are back with another very interesting topic. And today we want to talk about the ongoing crisis between Israel and Iran. I repeat, today we want to talk about the ongoing crisis between Israel and Iran. And we have tagged this conversation to be Israel-Iran crisis, a looming edge in the Middle East. I repeat, the topic for today is Israel-Iran crisis, a looming edge in the Middle East. Now, the geopolitical rivalry between Israel and Iran has continued to escalate, threatening not just regional peace, but global stability. What that means is that the ongoing hostilities between Israel and Iran is not just threatening regional stability, but is also threatening the entire world stability. Now, the long-standing tension between Israel and Iran has taken a dangerous turn. What began as a diplomatic and ideological rivalry has escalated into confrontations with global consequences. What that also means is that this whole matter started as a form of, negotiation, trying to have a conversation over the issue, but it appears the issue has not been properly managed, and as a result, it has now escalated into an open confrontation with global consequences. So at the moment, what's happening now, my people, is that Iran has increased its support base for anti-Israel groups like the Hamas, like the Hezbollahs, and militants in Syria and Iraq. So as a result, Iran has decided to support all those militant groups that are asking for the head of Israel. And in Israel, in response, has responded with airstrikes, covert operations, and direct warnings, especially over Iran's suspected nuclear weapons. Now, Israel responded by airstrikes, by covert operations aimed at targeting the Iranians' nuclear weapons program. The situation actually intensified in April 2024 when Iran launched hundreds of drones and missiles directly at Israel, unprecedented moves in modern history. What matters now is that the conflict has threatened to drag the entire Middle East into war, and its extension, if care is not taken, the entire world as well. So global powers like the US, Russia, and China are watching very keenly and reaching out to both sides to try to de-escalate the tension. Any escalation could disrupt global oil market, worsening refugee crisis, and ignite a much larger war, which of course the world do not want to see. Now, according to a scholar, he did say that Israel and Iran rivalry is the most dangerous conflict in the region. It is shaped by ideology, national interest, and the collapse of the post-Cold War order. According to Dr. Twitter Parsi, a Middle East expert and author. Now, moving forward, the world must act. Diplomacy, restraint, and international cooperation are urgently needed to prevent regional war with global fallout. Let us voice out. Let us speak up against this hostility that is, if you ask me, is still at the very, very early stage that can't be stopped. But if the world remains docile, if the world remains quiet about what's going on in Iran, Israel, this might just snowball into a bigger and bigger and bigger conflict. So, my dear good people of Nigeria and Africa, you will agree with me that the war in Iran and Israel should be managed very, very, very carefully. The reason why both parties have refused to sit on the negotiating table is because there is a big brother there for Israel, in this case the US. And there is also a big brother there for Iran, in this case Russia and maybe China. So these two countries are looking at the war chest of these their big brothers. And that's why, in my opinion, they are refusing to sit on the negotiating table. And if you ask me, the only parties that can bring this whole madness to a halt are these countries that I've just mentioned: the US, China, and Russia. When they wake up to say enough is enough, enough will be enough. As long as they have decided to sit on the fence, the war will continue to escalate and escalate and escalate, and people are being died every day. My dear good people of Nigeria and Africa and the world, let us all pray for all those who have lost their lives in this unfortunate madness between Israel and Iran. If you ask me, this madness is an avoidable one. However, good men have refused to let good sense and common sense prevail. That is why we are where we are. Until I come your way again, my people, let us keep praying for all those who, in the course of this crisis, have lost their lives. Until I come your way again, my people, do have a wonderful day, and cheers for now.